What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Hope you're having a great day on this Monday afternoon, or Monday evening, or Monday morning, wherever you are. Today, we're going to go ahead and talk about the first college football bracket, 12-team bracket of the ever. It's the first 12-team college football bracket of 20 ever in college football, 2024-2025 national champion bracket. In the first round, we're going to have Clemson versus Texas on December 21st, which is Saturday on TNT and Max, the streaming service, at 4 p.m. Arizona State has a bye. Then on Saturday, we will also have number 9 versus number 8, Tennessee versus Ohio State at 8 p.m. on ABC or ESPN. Oregon State, which is the overall number 1 seed, has a bye. Then on Saturday at 12 p.m. on TNT or Max, we will have the number 11 seed SMU Ponies, like they like to call them, versus the number 6 Penn State Nindy Lions on TNT or Max. Number 3 Boise State has a bye because they won their conference championship. The next game will be on December 20th at 8 p.m. on ABC or ESPN. Number 10 Indiana versus number 7 Notre Dame. Teams that have a bye. The overall number 1 seed Oregon State Ducks, the number 3 seed Boise State Broncos, and the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs. Out of the first round, who do I think? And Arizona State, number 4 seed, also has a bye. Out of the first round, who do I think will go on to the quarterfinals? I want Clemson to beat Texas, but I think Texas will go on to the quarterfinals to face Arizona State. Out of the Tennessee or Ohio State on Saturday at 8 p.m. on ABC and ESPN, I want Tennessee, but I believe Ohio State will beat Tennessee in Ohio State Stadium. If Ohio State gets upset by Tennessee, that can be trouble for head coach Coach Day of Ohio State. If they get past Tennessee, they will face Oregon on January 1st at 5 p.m. on ESPN. If Texas gets past Clemson, they will face Arizona State on January 1st at 1 p.m. on ESPN. And if Penn State gets past SMU, which I want SMU to win, but I think Penn State will ultimately win. It's scheduled to be on Saturday at 12 p.m. on TNT or Max. It's a whiteout game, and Penn State is favored by 8. Ohio State in their game against Tennessee is favored by 7. And Texas is favored by 11.5. Out of the first 4 round games, where do I want the underdog? Clemson versus Texas is the only one I want. No, and Tennessee versus Ohio State. I also want SMU to beat Penn State. Do I think they're going to win them all? No, I don't think so. I think Notre Dame's going to get past Indiana to advance to the quarterfinals. I think SMU has the best shot to upset Penn State because Coach Franklin has never had a good record in big games. And I think Tennessee has a good chance of beating Ohio State, but I think Ohio State's going to go on to the quarter. The Georgia Bulldogs have a first round bye because they won the SEC championship. In the quarterfinals, I suspect we'll see Texas versus Arizona State. Texas should advance to one of the semifinals. I think they're a better team than Arizona State. I think we will see Ohio State versus Oregon. And I think we will see either SMU or Penn State beat Boise State in an upset. And they will face Georgia in the Capital One Orange Bowl in one of the semifinals. So I think the semifinals will be Oregon State versus Ohio State. Not Oregon State. Oregon versus either SMU or Penn State. And Notre Dame versus Georgia in one of the quarterfinal games, but I think it's going to be Georgia versus either Notre Dame or Boise State. I think the Boise State Notre Dame game is going to be very close. The quarterfinal games are scheduled for January 1st at 1 p.m., January 1st at 5 p.m., and December 31st at 7:30 p.m., and January 1st at 8:45 p.m. The first one is at 1 p.m. on ESPN. The second one is at 5 p.m. on ESPN. The third one, which is actually the first one, which is December 31st, is at 7:30 on ESPN. And the fourth one is on January 1st at 8:45 on ESPN. The semifinals, which I suspect will be Oregon versus SMU or Penn State, will be on January 10th at 7:30, and Georgia will face Indiana, Notre Dame in one of the quarterfinals. But I think in the semifinals, we will see Georgia defeat whoever they play to go on to the championship. I think the championship is going to be Georgia versus Oregon. I want Georgia to win the championship, the 2024-2025 national championship. But I believe Oregon will outlast Georgia in the shootout, and Oregon will win their first ever national championship. Guys, I'm going to leave the bracket of the college football playoff bracket in the comments, and I'm going to leave a pinned comment. If you've seen the whole video, put college football playoffs, and let me know down in the comments below who you think will win the national championship. Like I stated before, I think it's going to be Oregon versus Georgia, one versus number two, and the championship is going to be on January 20th at 7:30 on ESPN. Leave me your thoughts down below. Who's going to win the national championship? Your thoughts. Don't pick the same bracket I picked unless you fully believe Oregon's going to win the national championship. And also, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this around so we can grow the Rolling with Carlos family. Also, guys, if you want custom cups, custom keychains, or custom candles, check out my website at rollingwithcarlos.com. Again, have a great day, great evening, and great afternoon, and great morning whenever you're watching this video. And we'll talk to you soon. Peace.